what does Boule Diagnostics do?
Yeah, so we're an international company within diagnostics, hematology diagnostics. So we develop, manufacture and sell hematology systems for the global market. We're focused on the decentralized segment, that is systems that are used near patient. And these tests are very common, and they can give you a broad indication of health status and give you a guidance towards a prescription and a diagnosis as well.
You recently released your report for the Q3. How would you summarize the performance?
Well, in Q3 we actually had a record sales in quarterly sales, which was very nice, and also a record number of instruments sold. Even though we're comparing to a very strong quarter, Q3 2017, we did grow a little bit compared to that as well. On the profitability side, it was a little bit weaker than we would like to see, and that is mainly because we had a major order to India, and those instruments were part of a big tender, and they had fairly low prices and low margins, kind of pulling down the whole profitability of the quarter.
You have in recent years been growing rapidly. How do you plan to continue your growth?
Well, that's true. We have a history of growing at around 9% per year over multiple years, but in 2018 it's been a bit slower, unfortunately. This is something that we have seen and taken action on. So we have launched a number of new products during the year in the veterinary field, and also new 5-part systems recently. We're also working on strengthening our commercial team to drive future growth.
You have bought technology within laser optics. Why did you do that?
Yeah, that was an important acquisition that we did earlier, and that's part of our ambition to develop a new 5-part system platform. So this is our major next generation product that we're developing right now. We acquired this technology that we need to bring that product to market, and we're also taking some of that technology to put in a new system, and also developing it further to meet our specific needs.
Since you want to broaden your product portfolio, you have added, as you was telling, a new 5-part hematology system. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, that's true. So in November we launched a new 5-part system that was added to our portfolio. This is a collaboration with an external party. We think it fits really well with our current product portfolio. So we think it will help to drive growth by itself, but also to help drive growth of our other products because of this new and broader portfolio.
In October, you did receive a warning from FDA. What was that about?
Yes, that was a bit of a blow for us. So unfortunate that we got that warning letter. We're, however, taking it very, very seriously and putting a lot of effort and resource into meeting the needs and the requirements of the FDA. We have, over the past 18 months or so, seen that we need to improve our quality system, so we have invested pretty significantly in those resources and in those processes. Obviously, we're not quite there yet in terms of what we need to do to meet the requirements of the FDA, but we're fully committed to work with them and meet their requirements.
And finally, you have won a tender in India. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, that's right. So we won a tender in India, which we have been working on for actually multiple years. So we're pleased to finally secure that. It was the biggest tender that we've ever won, 650 instruments, of which 400 were shipped in the third quarter of 2018. And the remaining will be shipped in Q4 2018. So we're happy to be able to secure such a big tender. The only drawback is that the prices on these instruments are fairly low, so it's pulling down margin and for us, but it's also secures a future stream of reagent sales, which is of high margin. So all in all, the business case looks good.
Thank you very much, Fredrik.
Thank you.